Now, contrary to popular report, unless you're on Jack 3D before it got ripped off off the shelves because it contained drugs, allegedly. That's what we're going to say on that one.
Yes, yeah, allegedly.
But we talk about the whole pre-workout market. Now, you and I know that that's, again, the whole smoke and mirrors thing. Drink this and you can train miraculously and look like Arnie afterwards, which of course you're not going to, because they'll sell it as contains X, Y, contains branched chain amino acids, which we've just proven are pretty much irrelevant at this stage. And it's always lots of sugar, and it will be taurine or caffeine as the stimulant. Now, I've said to many, many people, I put videos out on Instagram and everything else, I'm going to have it come from you, the guy who knows more than me about nutrition. Can you please explain the difference between caffeine and anything producing energy? Because one's a stimulant and one's produces energy, but I'm going to let you put it into your own words.
Well, caffeine is what we call it's ergogenic. So it has an effect on the brain. It blocks these receptors in the brain that recycle acetylcholine, basically. So you have this dump of actually a neurotransmitter. So you feel more energized from caffeine, right? It floods your brain with a very stimulative neurotransmitter. So it has that effect of making you feel more energized, but doesn't actually provide you with energy. So say, for example, this is super extreme and obviously don't do this, but if you fasted for 48 hours, then had a coffee and then tried to train, you might be very alert. You might feel awake and energized, but in terms of actual raw energy you have available for your training session will be almost probably non-existent by 48 hours time. So you'll still have a very poor training session. That's not to say that caffeine is useless. It's up there in terms of the research base. It's up there with creatine in terms of how much research we have behind it, and how effective it is as, I hate the word pre-workout, but as something to take before you train. But it's more for your mental sharpness and to get you focused and alert and energized for your session. And that does result in you lifting a bit more or training a bit harder, which again, that's going to produce the results down the track. We know that progressively training better and better over time is what's required. And if having some caffeine before you train gives you that edge to one up yourself every session, then great. But it's not giving you energy like food is giving you energy, where you have that raw material, the carbohydrate that gets turned into ATP down the track, and that ATP is used as energy in the cell. That's very different to caffeine. Caffeine isn't actually giving you any energy in and of itself. That's hopefully I got there in the end.
Yeah. No, you did. That was, again, very, very concise. Like you say, it's the difference and the understanding of. Although I do spy, and I'm not on it for anyone looks or bugs me about it, a TikTok challenge: fast for 48 hours, have a big espresso, and go work out. See what happens.
That sounds awful. Can't imagine anything worse.
I fully agree, but if you're dumb enough on TikTok to go and try it, knock yourself out.
I'm sure someone out there.
Hi, thanks for watching this clip. If you enjoyed this content, click here to watch the full unedited version of this episode.